today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and of course take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones rolling to his right. And that is caught one-handed. Oh my, he pulled it in. That one goes for 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On first down, Jones eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 14 yards. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well. And he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing, Cousins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Osborne motions left. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Another carry now for Madison, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. In motion right is Addison. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Jihad Ward in on the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
On third down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. Jones throw complete here to Waller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
The running game's playing a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Cousins able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Joseph's got it. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks able to get in there and drop him behind the line. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's Jones on 1st down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And now out comes Minnesota. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Cousins on first down. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down to the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Madison running left. 5 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Final minute now of the third quarter. To throw is Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Cousins now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Cousins. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up to throw. This pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll throw again. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne from 4 yards out. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Paris Campbell now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. Now a give to Madison. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run it with Madison. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So the